Welcome back. Let me just come back to you to continue from where we stopped.
A lot that we imbibe today as as men in Nigeria are rooted in our culture. Because in the culture, a man is seen as the defender of the tradition. Like where I come from, a man is regarded as the defender of the tradition. A man is expected to carry the offer of the family to the next generation. So whatever he does, he's seen as the progenitor of that very race. So because of that, we take so much upon ourselves, struggling for the things we can do and the ones we cannot do. That's the daring attitude comes in when we believe that nothing can actually make us afraid, because that's the only way to be a man. You must be a member of the masquerade at a certain age. You must belong to an age group in a certain age. Like also in another custom in Nigeria, to show that you're a matured man, before you can even be allowed to get married. You must dance in public square, and you'll be people, you'll be lashed with some lashes of cane, and you must not cry, and all those things. All are the things that makes up who we are today as men.
He said it's quite easy to be a boy in Nigeria because it's my sisters that do all the work, and it's really easy for me because, but I think it's not nice. Nobody give me the responsibilities per se. I can do anything really. But the girls are the ones that you start telling them from when they are age 6, treat properly, come and watch mommy cook, come and do X, Y. So why are we training the girls and leaving out the men? Then finally we say, oh, we want the girls to marry good husbands who are supposed to have groomed the husbands they're supposed to marry. I'm sorry I'm deviating a little bit but it's all encapsulated. If we're going to get a developed Nigeria, we want to speak up and say men, women are human beings and equal opportunities is it. Men, we want men to live longer. Like I said, I tell people I'm proudly an ambassador. I really, really want men to get a hang of themselves, speak up and be men and be real. So many times men just bottle up and you don't know what goes on. I lost a friend 2 weeks ago because he wouldn't speak up. He started to say, I didn't even know he was sick and all of that. And he was in my house, we sat down and chatted. Next thing I heard, oh, he died and it was cancer. Cancer is not something that comes like in a jiffy. We can speak up and be better. Whatever we call it, left form men clubs, men whatever, where we can just vent. Men can just vent and be better and rely on their wives. It's okay to be vulnerable.
It is a cultural for a man to show emotion in many cases. It is a cultural also in many Nigerian society for a man to exhibit any sign of weakness. But we know all these things. Like Jenny is really passionate about masculinity in Nigeria. She spoke like a voice for men. These things, they are there, but we tend to not be allowed by society to exhibit those feelings. What is the way forward? The way forward for us as men is that, like you rightly pointed out, yes, even though I'm in a traditional attire, but the sewing is no longer traditional. I'm talking to you now, we're speaking through the internet, we're using computer. It's no longer traditional. So we have moved on in many areas. If I finish with you now, I will get into my car and drive home. That is also not traditional. We have left so many things behind in our tradition. It also behoves us as men to look at those things that are not helping us as men. Those things are not helping our existence, our life expectancy, our ability to relate well with women, with everybody in our home, and begin to drop those things. That is the only way we can make progress.
Civilization in itself, I think it has built up from culture in a way, because various cultures have come from various generations, and now we're in the jet age. So I would say take the good sides of culture and leave the sides that are not helping us. I was just reading something online, and what I saw here was you are not allowed to earn less than your wife. And if you think about that, over the years and over various civilizations, the man brings home the bread, and that is taken as the standard.
Yeah, I want to take a cue from the points Jenny raised earlier concerning home orientation. In many homes, sadly, the The situations in many homes is very sad because where a child is taught everything and the boy is taught nothing is really, really very sad. The boy does not know how to cook. The boy does not know how to wash his clothes. The boy does not know how to take care of anything in the home. But on the other hand, the girl knows how to cook. She knows how to keep the home. She learns everything from the mother, and the boy is left just existing on his own like that. Those practices should stop, and it should start from homes. Parents should learn how to let their boys go to the kitchen, wash their plates, and at a certain stage in their life, let your boy learn how to cook. I started cooking from age 10. That was when I started cooking. What happened? Well, my case is a special case because my mom had only boys at first. And since she kept having boys, the only group of people that can help her are the boys. So all of us, we got that orientation from the beginning. We started washing plates from ages 6, 7. We were washing plates. Getting to 10, you learn how to cook a few things, and on and on and on. So today now, those things I learned as a child, they've gone a long way to helping me a lot. I prefer eating at home. If my wife is around, if she's unable to cook, I cook my food. If she can cook, she cooks. If she needs anything, I can get to the kitchen to pick 1 or 2 things. We do it together. If she's not around, I get into the kitchen and take good care of myself and whoever is at home at that time. But a situation whereby the boys don't know how to cook. If the wife is sick, there will be trouble in that very house. If the wife comes late, there will be trouble in that very house. So these are the things that we need to start unpacking in the homes.
In conclusion, I would say being a man in Nigeria is not supposed to be that hard. I mean, we can, just like Samuel said, we have dropped some things in our culture, we have moved on, we have embraced the internet. Let's also embrace men dialogue. Let's embrace cutting men some slack. Let's embrace the fact that we understand our economy and a man is supposed to also be a human being. Men, also help yourselves. Be open. I'm not saying be vulnerable, like someone attacked me the other day and said, why do you say men should cry? I'm not saying you should cry in public just for any reason. Cry in the arms of the loving wife, whoever. Be vulnerable. Trust somebody. And don't trust the wrong people. Trust someone to help you. It's okay. Me, from experience, men who open up to their partners go further, are better, are stabilized emotionally, are better fathers, better friends, better husbands. And sometimes we wonder why it happens, but these are just the magic. I mean, be a human being. It's okay for you to say, oh, I'm tired. Okay, no, I don't want to do this. Or I mustn't be forced to join this association or this group if you don't feel convinced to do it. You know, live your life, be a man. You're a trendsetter. A man is a natural leader.
All right, guys, thank you for coming on the program this afternoon and sharing your thoughts, but we have to leave it here. We take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be joined by a gender equality expert to get more analysis on this issue. Please join us again.